Welcome to my channel, Woke Words. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I went ahead and pulled an oracle card to get an idea of what Spirit may be trying to show in the spread we're going to pull. And I got the number 5, growth. And the number 5 can speak to change coming up. I call it blessed change. When I see 555, it could be sudden change, but also with this card, it looks like it's taken a while for this growth to happen. And then when I clarified, you got the world card, and both of these cards, that kind of looks like a globe or something. So it feels like to me in this card, you're going through a lot of changes because you're starting a new cycle. And sometimes starting a new cycle is not fun. It sounds fun when you get to start a new cycle, but you don't always, it sounds pretty, but it don't always look pretty. You know what I'm trying to say? So like a new cycle, you usually have to have a test. The universe will usually test you to make sure that you're ready to level up. But this feels like you've grown a lot, and so you're going to have new level, new devils kind of thing coming in. So this spread could be about new things coming in. It could be about closing out past. We're just going to see. We're going to pull 3 cards for the past energy, then 3 for the current, and 3 for the upcoming. Then we're going to take a tarot deck, and this Queen of Wands just flipped out for the past. But then we're going to take another tarot deck and clarify some of the cards that want to come out. So for the past, for Sagittarius, too many flipped. For the past, for Sagittarius, you get the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands. So yes, it's definitely about a connection, huh? You could be dealing with a fire sign, the 7 of Wands. In the current energy, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, the 10 of Swords. In the current energies, you get the King of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. The 3 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. You could be making new connections, like friend connections and stuff. But anyway, for the past, you get the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and the 7 of Wands. Immediately, this makes me feel like if it's not 2 fire signs dealing with each other, it's 2 very stubborn people, 2 very hard-headed people, 2 people that it kind of feels like my way or the highway. And so it was like frozen in deadlock, whatever you were up against each other about, because you have the Queen and King of Wands directly beside each other, and then the 7 of Wands. So that's like standing your ground about something. So apparently both people had the same energy coming towards each other with Queen and King of Wands and equally standing their ground, but I would be willing to bet that they probably were standing their ground on different, looking at things differently is what I'm trying to say. Butting heads. That's just what keeps popping up in my head. This energy is like butting heads. There's no other way I could see it. In the current energy, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the 10 of Swords. And it's almost comical how obvious what this is. This is like the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the 10 of Swords. You're the Magician in the dead center of this spread. And basically, because you and this person did not see eye to eye, and you were like dead set on your way, this could have been a belief system. It could have been a friend circle that one of you didn't like the other one's friend circle. It could have been the way you looked at commitments. I don't know. It could be different for everybody. But both people were dead set on their way was the right way. And so they butted heads. And so the Wheel of Fortune came in. And the Magician, which was you in this situation, and you manifested a 10 of Swords ending. So you may not be on speaking terms with this person. And it's kind of like both people probably feel betrayed because both people are mirroring each other in the fact that they're standing in their truth, whatever their truth is, and they're very, very dead set on whatever that was. Example of this could be one person believes in a monogamous married relationship, and one person believes that you can have multiple people, like polygamy or something. That's the way this feels. It feels like one person believes very opposite from the other person. But you had a lot of passion for each other, but you also were passionate people in general, and so therefore you butted heads about whatever the heck it was, and it straight up shows a manifested Ten of Swords. In the it's not funny at all, but it's just funny the way the tarot cards are coming out. So in the upcoming energy, you get the King of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. This is even more obvious. I've never had a reading since I've been doing these readings be this clear, okay? In the upcoming energy, this is you, whether you're man or woman, does not matter. You are absolutely clear in taking action towards what will be your Ten of Cups. Even if you don't have a person in mind yet, you have an idea of what you want it to be. And it is not what you were up against in the past energy, because you had the Seven of Wands standing your ground. You are dead set clear on what your Ten of Cups is. You've had an Ace of Swords moment. You could have air in your chart. And you are ending this cycle with the World card because you've grown past the fact that you cannot stay in deadlock with this person, even if you have a lot of passion towards this person. I see the only cup card I see right now is the Ten of Cups, which is what you're clear about as far as what you want to. It's being under the Magician as well. You want to manifest that. You want to manifest the Ten of Cups. I'm not really seeing a specific Ten of Cups here, but based on this timeline, the way you've manifested this ending and you are standing in your truth, whatever your truth is, you're ready to end the cycle with the Ten of Swords. So we're going to clarify some of these cards. I want to clarify the Seven of Wands because I feel like that's what both people were in the past. The Queen of Wands and King of Wands is pretty obvious. That just fell. The Six of Swords. The Four of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So this is the way it was. Maybe this person didn't want to be married. Like maybe this King or Queen of Wands, whoever you aren't in the connection, maybe that person didn't really want like a commitment, a marriage or whatever. So maybe you did. That's just an example of the way this energy can play out. So just take it for your situation and apply it. But whatever it was that you did not agree on, you decided we're not going to do anything but stay in deadlock against each other here. We're both passionate. We're both meeting each other with the same energy, bullheaded energy. So I'm moving forward because I want a marriage and a commitment. I want an Ace of Cups marriage commitment. I also love myself, and I'm going to move ahead and go. This is like my universe card. This is like the card that says, hey, Sagittarius, this is the way to go. So the universe will always show us the way to go if we choose to look at that direction, if we choose to see it. And so whatever we want, the universe will show us a path. Sometimes the universe will slam a door in our face, but it's because it's not what we really ultimately want or need for our highest good. We just don't realize it in that moment with the consciousness we're at the time. But apparently with this, you loved yourself and you moved ahead because the universe said, hey, Sagittarius, that's the answer. You need to go this way, the Six of Swords way, because you and this person are just going to be deadlocked. Like, look at these two cards. I know you know what they look like if you watch tarot, but this King and Queen of Wands, they both got their wands and they're both matching each other with this energy right here, with Seven of Wands energy. That is like bullheaded if I ever seen it. Two fire signs doing that. Even if it's not two fire signs, it's two people harnessing fire energy. So in the current energy, you get the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the Ten of Swords. Like I said, I feel like that's very clear. It's like to the point you don't even really need to clarify. The Eight of Cups just flipped, and I'm going to clarify the Magician because it's in the dead center of this spread. And I feel like that's like the energy that the person hearing this reading is embodying the most is the dead center card. So we're going to clarify the Magician for Sagittarius, and you get the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Swords again, and the Page of Cups. So the Ace of Swords, which is what's coming up in the upcoming energy. you didn't just like say, see you later, pal, I'm walking away. You're currently in this moment, like if you're hearing this reading and it resonates, you're in the midst of energetically letting this go, which is what's going to bring in the world energy. You're going to have a new cycle. Usually we go around and we have the same cycles over and over because we don't energetically let something go. And even if we go to a new connection, if we haven't energetically worked through whatever it was that we needed to learn on that connection we were on, we'll get a new face, a new person, but we'll have the same lessons to learn because we haven't energetically worked through it. But this is saying that the truth is that you have enough clarity to energetically let this go and open your heart in a new direction towards love in the future, in the upcoming timeline. You're doing the work on yourself. You're clear about what you wanted to walk away from and energetically let go of. You're having to go down a dark path that's not clear. That takes balls too, by the way. Whenever you're walking away from 8 cups, it can sometimes feel like, man, why am I walking away from all 8 of these cups? But what you don't realize is when you go down that dark path, or what I'm starting to realize in myself is you actually start to like being around yourself. And so then you stumble across the 9th cup, and not only did you really not walk away from 8, you walked away from 8 to stumble across 9, and you're at emotional independent stability within yourself, loving yourself. And that's going to lead to ultimate new love in the future. That's what that's saying. That's what you're manifesting, whether you even know it or not. You could be so focused on your inner work here and focused on energetically releasing this person that you don't even realize that you have the perfect recipe to manifest new love offers that are on a different vibration. So the King of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. I feel like that is you being clear and taking clear, decisive action in a certain direction, okay? For the upcoming timeline. As it rests in this moment, that's what you're currently doing. And whatever the action is, you are clear about, you know what you want. You might not know who you want it with or who you're going to have it with, but you know what kind of dynamic you want. Whether you want to be married or not, it doesn't really matter about that. It doesn't matter like the specifications of the dynamic that you want, but you already know what they are, the person listening to this reading. So let's just clarify the 10 of Cups. The 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So you're becoming emotionally stable within yourself. And look what's at the bottom of this deck. That's the 10 of Cups twice. These cards keep repeating themselves. This is a very clear reading. So whoever this resonates with, I think maybe you've been doing some meditating or something and your head is clear, because if this energy that you have is coming through on this table, you're very clear. Some spreads that I pull, I literally stop the video and just do another one tomorrow because it's so jumbled. But this is very clear message, okay? So the 10 of Cups is at the bottom. But clarifying the 10 of Cups in the upcoming energies. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, King of Cups. So I believe what this is saying is you may have had to go through some abandonment issues to get to this point of clarity. You may have had to face some abandonment issues and work through them. The 3 of Pentacles is always like your working card, a solid foundation card. That energy can play out in a lot of different ways. If you're doing inner work on yourself, this 5 of Pentacles would be abandonment issues, and this 3 of Pentacles will be you, your spirit guides, source, helping you work through it and become a King of Cups energy as far as your emotions goes. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, but this is basically saying you take care of your cup, you got your cup. If someone gets your cup, it's because you give it to them. And if you do give it to them and they pour your cup out or kick it around or mess it up, you're going to go back to square one. Again, you're going to go back within. Face any issues, even if it's not abandonment, whatever it is, you're going to get back with source and your guides, and you're going to rebuild whatever you need to within yourself before you go hand it out again. And you're going to also rethink, why would you give a person like that your cup to begin with? You're going to take self-responsibility for your emotions, and that's going to manifest a 10 of Cups situation, even if that's not your goal. that could not even be your goal at this moment. Like right now, that could be the farthest thing from your mind, is trying to manifest another connection after what you've been through with this person in the past. Two people butting heads in fire energy. I think you've done a lot of work on yourself, and I think it's awesome. My rising's in Sagittarius. I hope this resonates for me. So we're going to pull 3 cards from the universe that are based on the vibrations you could be giving off at this time, / advice you may need to hear from Spirit based on the spread. And just see whatever wants to come out. The 2 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, the King of Swords. There's another repeating card, the King of Swords, and this time the 10 of Swords is showing up at the bottom. So this is a definite ending. This is a definite up level. I feel like this 2 of Swords energy is the person that's in the back here. Even if it's you and the person, both people doing this right here. That's what was going on. But then you got clarity and took action, decisive, very decisive, clear movement forward in alignment with the 8 of Wands. There's no people in this card. This is all moving while in alignment, taking action while you're in alignment. When you're in alignment with your assignment, an assignment can be anything, it just rhymes, so I think it sounds cool. The movement is phenomenal and you go places, and you're in this energy as well with your masculine energy. So you got it figured out as far as you're clear and decisive. So you, even if you're just stepping onto this path, you're clear and decisive about where you're headed and what you want. Even if you don't know how it's going to unfold, you know what you want to unfold. And that's half the battle. I really enjoyed this reading, Sagittarius. So this has been your reading, and thank you so much for watching.